Welcome to Bradt News.
Today is February 1st.
Here are
The kindergarten winners.
Kindergarten winners this week are Camden Miles from Mrs. Ajetsky's class, Riley from Mrs. B's class, Hunter from Mrs. B's class, Mia D from Mrs. Bowman's class, Ty from Mrs. Antonini's class, Josephina from Mrs. Grievesmer's class, Serenity from Mrs. Newman's class, Emma from Mrs. Pace's class, Calvin from Mrs. Pigliavento's, Cody from Mrs. Wineline, and Jack from Mrs. Gross. Nice job, kindergartners!
Here are the first grade winners.
First grade winners are Sila from Mrs. Rao's class, Haley from Mrs. Dennis's class, Prono from Mrs. Ferraro's class, Aiden from Mrs. Filarecki's class, Easton from Mrs. Hurst's class, Tyler from Mrs. Yates's class, Serena from Mrs. Verano's class, Anthony from Mrs. Shaluti's class, Gary from Mrs. Pleshy's class, Tyler from Mrs. Masick's class. Way to go, first grade.
Here are the second grade winners.
Second grade Star Power winners are Charlie from Mrs. Urbanski's class, Lacey from Mrs. D'Agostino's class, Caleb from Mrs. Deo's class, Preston from Mrs. Hackett's class, Gavin from Mrs. Halverson's class, Liliana from Mrs. McDuffie's class, Austin from Mrs. McGuire's class, Chase from Mrs. Mosier's class, Gabriel from Mrs. McCabe's class, and Jordan from Mrs. Peleshi's class. Great job, second graders.
Class winners are kindergarten Mrs. Brusso's class, first grade Mrs. Ferraro's class, and second grade Mrs. McDuffie's class. Way to go!
Thank you guys for watching. Smash that subscribe button.